but I do not regret my child. Stupid, I just wanna see my child. Do what you may, but you will never make me bow. Child support, take me to trial. DJ Bandana.
What's good? It's DJ Bandana Black, Mr. Well Connected, even more respected, aka I am Buffalo. Keep calm, I feed these streets. And I haven't dropped a video in a while. These last couple of weeks been kind of crazy, but we're right back at it. Had an important video, something I want to talk to y'all about today. That's, kind of important to me. It should be important to you also. And this video right here is called How to Avoid Paying Child Support. So I know just by the title of it, a lot of guys click on it like, yes, give me some answers, how to stop paying child support, man, it's breaking my pockets, my check looking crazy, all things like that. Now I am going to give you the key, the key, like I said, I found the answer to stop paying child support or to avoid paying child support, but it's probably not going to be what you think. And like I said, I would never steer you wrong as far as telling you to do something that I haven't done myself or asking you to try something I haven't tried myself. This has worked for me. This has worked for several other guys. I had a lot of conversations with a bunch of different guys, a lot of different females on the subject of child support. So the big secret, like I said, this is top secret, new information I just got. Well, I didn't just get it. I've been had it, but I'm just giving it to y'all. The number one way to avoid paying child support, just support your child. Simply, from the beginning, just support your child. Now, I know you're saying, well, it sounds easier said than done or whatever like that, but I'm going to just keep it G with you. 9 times out of 10, like I said, I understand there's different circumstances, and some circumstances this may not apply, but just from the conversations and people that I talk to, a lot of it this will apply to. As far as supporting your child, at the end of the day, you got to start off with understanding the true definition of support. That's where I see a lot of men go wrong with the true definition of support. What y'all think support is and what actually support is for your child is two totally different things, and it's way off. And I understand, I know the whole story. You didn't have a dad show you how to be a man. You didn't have a dad in the house to show you how to support your child and everything else like that. I understand that. I had the same situation. I didn't have a dad either. But you know, the one thing that kept me to making sure that I supported my child was that very same thing, that I didn't have a dad. I didn't have someone in the house to support me. So I would never want to see somebody else go through the same thing, specifically a child that I actually made. So things that are that would be supporting your child would be things like, say it's the beginning of the school year, your kids need uniforms for school. Say it's $100 for uniforms. Say, okay, cool. The total price for it is $100. Now, this is one way you can try to get off of paying child support. Say it's $100. Instead of automatically 50% of that is your responsibility. Well, you should know that 50% of that responsibility. But a way of trying to get off child support is try to pay the whole thing. So even though she's responsible for 50% of it, try to pay the whole thing. So if you can come up with that 100, you can buy bottles of Henny, and you can smoke your Reggie, and y'all can play y'all Mad and everything else like that. Then you can afford to do that. Now I know you say it's easier said than done as far as doing these things, but this is, at the end of the day, you decided to make a child. You got yourself in this situation. At the end of the day, the child shouldn't suffer no matter what the situation is with you and your baby mom or whatever like that. So just know the true definition of supporting your child. Supporting your child means that if you have a child, at least at bare minimum, 50% of anything that child needs, whether it's food, clothing, toys, time, homework, everything is your responsibility. So out of the guys that I have spoken to, it's actually only one guy that I know who's actually had to take his baby mom for child support. In the whole history of everybody I know who has kids, which is pretty much everybody, only one guy had to take his baby mom for child support. So 9 times out of 10, you're going to be the one that's took him for child support. And I'm just keep it G with you. Most women, believe it or not, I understand y'all say, well, my baby mom petty, she keep going down, trying to get child support and raising child support. How am I supposed to live and everything like that? 9 times out of 10, most women don't want to go through the embarrassment or just the waste of time of going downtown, filling out all this paperwork, getting these people all in their business for your $40 a month or $40 every week, whatever like that. But if you're already doing these things, this can avoid you actually paying child support. So if you're already showing her that no matter what, you want to take care of the child, regardless of what your relationship is, then 9 times out of 10, they're not going to go downtown and do all this stuff. And even if they do, if you have receipts, like I said, you got to keep account of other stuff. If you have receipts, you got to just show proof that you're supporting your child. I'm not going to say every situation. I understand the courts are unfair on men and everything else like that, but not in every situation, not every scenario. But if you can prove these things and you're actually doing these things, it should be pretty much easy to prove that you can go down there and get visitation, get custody, or at least 50% of those same things. Another thing as men, and I'm not going to say males, I'm saying as actual men, not just because you're a man or you're a male, but men who's willing to take care of the responsibility, is you got to stop making excuses. Talking to a lot of different guys and speaking to a lot of different females, like the stuff that I be hearing is just like crazy as far as excuses. You not seeing your child, like, I got to work and I can't keep, if I don't pay the child support, I'm not gonna be able to live. I'm not gonna be able to do this. And she got help with the baby. So when she gotta go to work, her mom will watch her friends will watch the kid like that. At the end of the day, that's not her problem. That's a you problem. So you can't use that as an excuse saying that she has more support than you. That's your fault. That's your problem. I'm not saying it's your fault, but that's your situation at the end of the day. So whether you got to call off work when the baby is sick, or you got to take a day off of work and risk your job, it's the same thing with her. You don't think your kid ever gets sick? You don't think her job is okay? You think her job is okay with her calling off of work last minute when her kid is sick, or when the kid is acting up in school, or something happened in school and she had to take off work and go to the school? Those are things as men, not males, that you have to do. And once you're consistently doing those things, I'm telling you, most women will respect that and kind of be a little bit more lenient with you with the whole child support thing. Now, they may even go down and take you off of child support. One of the things that I did is, well, my situation is, even though, like I said, it's 50% of everything, I try to take care of 100% of everything. My arguments be that I do too much. So that way it can never be said that I'm not doing enough or whatever like that. Not just for, it can't be said. That's just what I want to do. I want to fully take care of my child, even though I understand it's a 50% thing. But realistically, I got to get the true definition of what supporting your child is. That's the easiest way to avoid child support, to stop paying child support, is to simply just support your child. A lot of times guys use excuses like, well, I was going to pick him up, but I didn't have money to do anything with him. I can honestly tell you this. Like, with my daughter, I have the most memorable, the most funnest, the most betterest, I don't know if betterest is a word, but the most betterest times with my daughter during the times that I'm actually broke. And I work 2 jobs and I DJ and do production stuff on the side. So yeah, some weeks I do be messed up, some weeks I do be broke. And sometimes we just go to the house and we may draw pictures or play hide and seek or something like that. And kids really, really need that. It's not always about money. I understand you say, well, my baby mom is money hungry. She just want this, just want that. If you are already doing these things 9 times out of 10, you honestly think that your baby mom just wants to specifically just keep your child away from you. You don't think that she want to go out some weekends or be kid free and have the freedom to live her life too? 9 times out of 10, most women want that. But they know that they can't trust the fact that you're going to pick up the slack and do your part as far as supporting that child. So they can't be lenient with like that. I don't care whether it's, and the woman's probably going to hate me for this part of it. I don't care if your baby father is paying $3 a month for child support. If this court, or if he's not taking care of his child, he's not supporting his child, you should consistently finish refilling out whatever you have to do for him to pay that amount. Now, this is the part where the story's going to get a little bit, I'll probably get the dislikes on the videos on this part. We got to stop encouraging guys to stop supporting their child. I know you're thinking like, well, who would encourage a man to stop supporting his child? Honestly, we do. We all do. And this is men and women. So I'm going to start off with the men. I put it like this. I got a lot of colleagues or a lot of friends, a lot of close friends who I've been close with, a lot of people in this industry who I've been good with, and I know that they don't support their child, so I can't support them. I can't be friends with them. We can't hang out. We can't do any of that if I know that you're not supporting your child. So men, y'all got to stop encouraging your friends by doing this too. So when your man hits you up and say, yo, let's go get some Henny, let's go get some Reggie, let's go play the game or like that, you got to just say no. Like, you got to branch yourself off from those type of people, because it's just the right thing to do. Like, you can't support a man that's not supporting his child, because at the end of the day, that's not a real man. Now, on the women's aspect of it too, and this is probably why I get the dislikes, a lot of times y'all encourage men to not support their child. Now you're thinking like, well, how do I encourage him not to support my child? I want him to do this. I want him to do that. Things like, if your baby father is not supporting your child, he's not spending time with your child, then y'all shouldn't be friends. Y'all should not have any extracurricular activities, conversations, Facebook friends, liking comments, sharing stuff, talking about regular life, different stuff like that. At the end of the day, you're helping him hurt your child by doing that. By you being friendly and doing these things for your baby father. Like I said, now, if you got one of those baby fathers who's actually supporting your child and y'all not together, there's no problem with y'all still being cool. I know you say, well, I want to keep things cordial. I want to keep things good between us. He's not keeping things good between you by not supporting your child, so why are you? You're encouraging the problem. You're helping the process of him not supporting your child by doing that. Because realistically, like I said earlier, a lot of us didn't have fathers. A lot of us realistically was never taught. Oh, I'm turning the plate back on. Okay, we good. So a lot of us was never taught or really shown how to be fathers like that. And like I said, it's not an excuse, but knowing that most men like that who don't support their child, if they see that you're still going to be cool with them, they can still kiki laughing and joking and stuff with you and not supporting their child, what's going to make them want to start supporting their child? If they see that you're not going to push the issue of child support or making them, like I said, like I know a lot of women say, well, you can't make a man support a child. You can't make a man do this. You're absolutely right. You can't make a man do this, but you can help encourage him to continue to not do this stuff by not making him pay child support and not making him do these things and having all these friendly conversations and being cool with him. Because at the end of the day, those type of men or those type of guys are not going to be encouraged to support their child. They're like, okay, cool. She's fully going to take care of him. When he gets sick, she's going to call off of work. When he has a problem, she's going to console him and like that. And I can still be cool with her. What would be the reason for them to look at it and start supporting their child? They're not paying child support. You're not making them pay child support. You're being super friendly with them. It's a win-win situation for them, which is still wrong at the end of the day. But that's just some of the things that you got to do. And like I said, this is a more serious video for me because I really hate to see guys who don't support their kids and don't be in a child's life. Like I said, a lot of times it's not just about money, but you got to stop with the excuses, man. At the end of the day, I see a lot of guys who fresh got haircuts and all that, or they say stuff like, well, if she don't tell me the baby need anything, or when she tell me he needs something, I go and get it. She shouldn't have to tell you that the baby needs something or that your child needs something. You as a man, you know you want to get a haircut, right? So when you go to the barbershop to get a haircut, something in your mind should think, okay, I got a son, he need a haircut too. Or I want to go buy some clothes. My daughter needs some clothes too. Something in your own mind. Your baby mom shouldn't have to always tell you that. As a man, as a real man, that's your responsibility. You should know these things. But women on the flip side of that also, you can't, if you have like full custody of the child, he stays with you all the time, you're keeping that child away from him, there's no line of communication or anything like that, and he's not trying, and he is trying in that situation, then you do got to kind of let him know if the baby needs something or whatever like that. And an excuse for not supporting your child cannot be not seeing your child. Just because you can't see your child or unless she has like a restraining order or something like that against you, unless she was out there just Mike Tyson and your baby mom or something like that, she got a restraining order like that. 9 times out of 10, you can go downtown and fill out the paperwork for joint custody or visitation or whatever else like that. Or even with this school. And sometimes you could just go volunteer at this school to see your child. Whatever you have to do to see your child, you have to do. Stop making excuses of, well, she only let me see him when she's with me, like that. Probably because she don't trust you because you're not doing what you're supposed to do. And again, I say this is not every situation, but this is a lot of the situations that I see. At the end of the day, the easiest way to avoid paying child support is supporting your child. DJ Bandana Black. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. It's down here or down here. I always forget what side it is. Hit the subscribe button. Follow me on all social media at DJ Bandana Black. Like the video. Share a video. Y'all be safe. Remember, life is what you make it. So make it. I'm out.
DJ Bandana.